Hey guys, Cindy over paper.old.new. Thanks for coming back to my spring cleaning. As you can see, this pile is still here. I had a thought about what I wanted to do, and I thought maybe I would give you guys a peek at it. I am going to get all of this stuff gathered together, and we are going to see if we can't put it in some kits I have. So give me a minute. I'll get back and do a proper greeting, and I'll show you what I want to do. Okay? So hold on just a second. And voila, semi-clean, at least with enough room to do something. All right, so my thought was, remember how I told you I was going to take some of my bigger scraps and make these pages and get myself like some eclectic journals made, right? So I have all these, we put some scraps together. We made a couple of, we looked at pages that would go together and kind of, like this. All right. So I have that. I went down into my basement and I found this. These aren't really what I'm looking at. Those down there. I found this, which is a bunch of pages that I've made. So like you have these that are covered in napkins. You've got just a piece of scrapbook paper that I thought, I liked some of the designs on it, so I thought I'd keep it. Stuff I made out of wrapping paper. Just all kinds of stuff in here to use as pages. And all my coloring book pages, which I thought were missing, are down here on the bottom. But anyway, so I have all this stuff to get in and kind of clean up. And then the big thing was I made these. Okay. Basically what these are was I took a scrapbook pad and for some reason I split this one into two. Oh, I see what I did. All right. So this one pad had, to me, it felt like two different themes in the pad. So I split it up. But the idea behind this was I took a pad of scrapbook paper. And if you guys have ever seen my 12 by 12 series, there is one in there that's just called 12 by 12 pads. And I show you how I did this. And after I did that with you guys, I went through all my scrapbook pads and I said, you know what? I'm just all my scrapbook pads at the time. This was pre-Ollie's haul, pre-crazy. Okay, and I made all kinds of stuff. So we've got card bases, we've got little booklet covers, we've got bookmark tags, we've got pockets. So there's all kinds of ephemera stuff already in here. And then I basically took all of the pages and so we've got these, right? Pages like that. I think I've got different kinds of pages in here. Anyway, the point is this is a kit. And there's enough here to sort into signatures. Why is this kit? Is it backwards? I don't understand what's going on. There's enough here to sort into signatures and make a full journal, like probably 3 signatures at least. You've got some solids to break things up, which make great places to like glue pockets and stuff too. And then I did some of these layered pages. So I've got this on the outside with this pocket in here. And then I've got this to make layered pockets in here and a belly band out here. So there's all kinds of pages already in here. What I want to do is go through the spring cleaning that we just did, that big pile that I just took off my desk, and see if there's any ephemera that I would be willing to use in here. Now, remember, I said I wanted these to be relatively eclectic, so I'm not necessarily going for completely matchy-matchy, but as you can see, these were made from a scrapbook kit, so they are going to match to some extent. So I don't want to go too far out, but I am okay with like mixing styles and because I will say that I have a lot of stuff that I made that looks kind of grungy, vintage, old-fashioned, and a lot of the scrapbook kits, they don't lean that way. So anyway, this is my idea. And what I thought we might do is pick one of these, like this one that I have out of the bag here, and look at finding stuff to go in here. See, like these are flowers in a garden. They don't go, but they go enough. And what I was talking about doing with this was cutting it and making 2 separate pockets out of it. So if I was to cut this in half, I know what I need is another mass journal project, right? Because I have, let me see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have about a dozen of these. And I want to get them made and out of their box and, you know, just, for lack of a better term, gone. Now, I will say this does have decoration on the back, so it's one of those things where I did some decorating on it. Maybe I keep the decorating, maybe I don't. Maybe I keep the flap, maybe I don't, because I can do this. This is double-sided paper, so I could do this and put a notch in here and then cut this off and just make it a little glue-in pocket, which I'm thinking I might do. The flaps don't intrigue me all that much unless they serve a purpose. So this didn't serve any kind of purpose. I suppose I could have glued something to that and let it flip up for journaling space, whatever like that. That's what I mean by serve a purpose. And I know not everything in a journal needs to serve a purpose, but the flap is just something to get in the way for no reason. At least that's how I look at it. Now, you may not agree with me. Don't yell at me. That's just my point of view. So I'm going to cut those off. And then looking at this one, this is more my front. So we're going to go ahead and notch it on this side. And then this can go in with this kit. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, and then we have this pocket. So we have 2 pockets. Those can go in that kit. This one's kind of flowery and of the same color scheme. So I might take this one and put it in this kit. So you can see how I'm kind of building pockets and things to go in this kit ahead of time. And then I can take this whole thing and put it together and I've got a whole kit ready to go. Now, obviously, I have a ton of this to look through. So there's a piece of me that wants to do this with you and a piece of me that's like, they don't want to see you do this. Okay, I have this. This is really flowery and pretty, and I think it would go good in a garden journal. So we might stick this in here. I actually have 2 of these, and I might get both of them out to go in this journal. I don't think I have another journal kit that's as flowery as this one. That makes sense. Okay, there's a card. I know I'm reaching down here to the side and you guys can't see what I'm doing, but okay, we have this. So this is a pocket like that. And I would probably, I don't know that I would use this piece. So I would probably just glue this down, you know, as is. Or I suppose you could clip it in and have like something secret back there. This is clipped in with something, and then when you take it out, you've got a little secret something back here. Because that's a tuck. You can tuck something in there. So we'll hold on to that. Okay, and here's another one that's got some bright colors on it. This was that thing where you open it up like this, and it's easier, if you open it up like this, it's easier to get this out. And then you've got this space in here for, I thought you could write, I thought it would be fun to write on that. You know, use it as lines, and then it kind of tucks up. This would stick down in a pocket. So that's ephemera. Now these are hard. These have flowers on them, but they're very collage vintage. Like that's old wallpaper, and you know, these were made to look more vintage with a book page and stuff. So I would have to see what direction this went in as to whether or not I would put these with it. Also this, I have more of these. Oh, here's the other card. So this one. Yeah, I think these will go really good in here. And we're going to put those in there. I have more of these, so we'll have to see if there's any others that have better coloring for this. I could probably stick one of these in a pocket, Okay, so like I said, gathering ephemera. Ooh, one of these might be fun. So you stick this on a page and it folds down for writing space. So we might use that. Okay, now this is very flowery, but I don't know if it goes with the... I suppose I have some blue pages in there. I glued that center one down crooked and it's bugging me. I know. Don't get me started. Okay. I'm going to put it in the pile for now because look, I pulled some yellow and blue in right there. So I'm going to put it in the pile for now and see where we go with it. I also have these. This again is going down that more vintagey looking aisle or path. So I don't know about, you know, but it's a window pocket and you could stick something fun in there. And I've got plenty of cards and things. So I could probably find something to go in there. And I'll probably ink this up. I mean, it's probably not going to stay crisp, clean, and white. Because I will probably ink it. Let's see. I'm just like pulling things out and throwing them on the floor down here. We have this. This is a garden postcard with some flowers and stuff glued to it. It's a paper clip. Oh, this isn't a glued down one. Okay. Maybe. And then I have some more of these. So I have this little one. Might use that one. I know, you guys are like, don't go off to another pile. Okay, speaking of gardening things. Oh, we might be able to get her in here. Maybe. She's a little more whimsical, a little less, I don't know. But it would be fun to stick her in here in the garden. I don't know. I'm gonna put it with this and we'll see. This is, oh, this was that pocket thing. Okay, and it's got pockets on the side. I'm gonna put it in here because it's very gardeny. Okay, I wonder if I could get these on a page. I guess it would depend on how big my pages are. This is very garden. I'm gonna end up with more stuff than I need for this book. You watch. Okay, and then we have this lovely lady. This is just a flip up pocket. And you could write on here, although I did glue some stuff, so it might be a little bumpy, but you could write on there. That's the one thing about we say you can write on this, but when you decorate the outside, trying to write against what you've got, we're going to put that in there. Okay, I wanted to use, I had some of these full page things that I wanted to try and use. I think I know what kit I want to use this in, but I don't want to pull it out and make more mess. All right, let me look. Because I wanted to use one of these. Let me see if I've got one that'll go. Maybe I'll use this. I keep finding things. I unbury something when I pull stuff out. That's very gardeny. Oh, maybe this one. Look at all that garden stuff. Okay, and I have room. What's nice about these is I have room up here if this is too high. I can cut this down. Now it's going to make this wider. This will be flat at the top, but I can cut it down and make it shorter if I need to, which I don't know if I need to or not, but this one's very garden, but it's also very neutral. So I mean, not that I don't have some neutral pages in there, and I like the idea of the garden stuff. Ooh, what about this one? Oh, that's an envelope. That's an animal of a different color, so to speak. I don't think I need this booklet in there. I think we'll hold on to that one too. I have several in here that are good flowery ones. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to pull any more of those. Okay, here's another one of these. These flowers are more pink. I kind of like that one. Let's see if I have any more. I know I have more, but this is very gardeny. Gardeny. That's a word. Can't convince me it's not. I think I was going to use this in something different. Here's more of the blue and yellow, and it's got a bird on it. So maybe we could use 2 of these. And then, what else do I have? What is this? What do we have here? What? Oh, that's a side pocket. Because I turned it up on its... This was the thing where I was going to put a tab on this divider, because the divider curls. You're not going to want to pull that open. But if you had a tab here, you could slip things behind the tab and in front of the tab. Okay. And then there's stuff to go in pockets. Now, I have a couple of these. This is very garden. I think we'll stick this one in here. Maybe not. Okay. So here is my kit. Sorry. Had to rub my eye. It was itchy. Okay. So here's my kit. Now, the thing I would want to do first is figure out my signatures. So basically what I'm going to have to do is go through here. I have these pages like this where there's pieces. Those are separate. So let's get out all the plain pages versus the piece pages. Okay. And then I'm very finicky about, like, see how this page and that page are the same? I don't want those in the same signature. So the piece pages have to be separate from any solid pages that are in the same signature. I don't want to use necessarily the same papers. Okay, here's another one. This is the lavender with the butterflies. Okay, I think these are all the piecemeal pages. Okay. This is garden and beige. This is, what is this one? Okay, this is background with just pink. I don't know if I like that. I'll decorate it up. It'll be good. Okay, and pink. Wait. Oh, no. Okay. I should have done that the other way around. I should have used this with the purple and made the pink, made this a page. See? When you go back and look at it again, you're like, why did I do it like that? I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so now let's count. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so I'm 1 shy of putting 5 of these in each signature. Okay, so let's see what we've got on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, these aren't turned the same way. Makes it harder to count, guys. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So altogether, 14 and 6, I've got 20 pages, which is not divisible by 3. So I can either leave one out or figure out something else to do with it or find another page. And that way I have 7 why did I do that? I can have 7 pages in each signature. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get solids and patterns separated. I don't know what I'm going to stick that in with. See, I should have taken the pink sheet and made, I don't want to talk about it. I still could do, I already have one of those though. Okay, I want to make a change here. I want to take these pink pieces and put them with this page. I'm going to do this. Yes, that's much better. I like that much better. Okay. And then I do not have lavender pieces cut. I'm going to set this aside, yeah, because I need to make more stuff that I'm not going to use. I'm thinking about setting this aside. But somewhere in here is one where I used plaid pieces, right? Here. I'm sorry, guys. I know. Give me a second and I'll be right back with you. Okay, basically what I've done is I put the plaid in here because I like mixing patterns. This is okay with me, floral and plaid. That's okay with me, so we're going to do that. And then I have an extra purple page, but because it's solid, I can decorate it up with something. Like, for example, that can go on one of these pages. And it'll totally disguise it and make it totally different than the other purple page. Okay, so this can go on here and it will be a pocket, and then you got all this kind of stuff like that. So this will be easy to fix or disguise or whatever. Sorry, I dropped. Okay, now, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to do 2 colors in each. I kind of like beige and blue together, but that leaves me purple and pink and 2 signatures. So we'll do first signature, last signature. Okay, now what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, not divisible by. Let's see, is there one in here that I might want to take out and not use? Those stripes don't thrill me. I might not use the stripes, although I do already have a big page with pockets with this. So I might take this out and use it as ephemera base. So let's put that there. And then what we'll do is we'll give 2 pages to each. Now, I don't want to do the obvious and put this with the blue. Why are they? Oh, that's uptucks. Some of these are uptucks. Because I didn't want to fold the garden up, and it's at the bottom of the page. So that has uptucks on it. I think I'm going to put it with this. It goes really nice with these pinks. To get a flower page in here, I think we'll put this. And then I think we'll put this in the back. So they each get one of these really flowery pages. Did I count wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. Okay, well, that might mean we take another page out. And I wasn't thrilled with the stripes to begin with. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put this butterfly page up front. That means this butterfly page has to go in the back, right? This is where it's going to start getting crazy. And then this butterfly page will go in the back, and the mushrooms will go in the middle. Predictable, I know, they're blue. I like them with the beige. Okay, now, this has the plaid pockets back here, right? Yeah, so I don't want to put this. I don't want to put this in this signature. So we're going to put this here or here. Let me see what else I've got. Okay, I have beige and blue. These cannot go in the center. I have lavender needs to go in the center. So we're going to put that one there. And then this is pink. I don't want it in this. Ooh, I don't have enough of these to put 2 in every one. All right, so I might have to pull one of those back. I wonder if I could combine those and make one of these out of those 2. Because you know what I really don't like? I don't like this. So what do I have? I have a piece page here and a piece page here, and I don't have one here. Let's do this here. No, let's do this here. So I've got plaid and pink and garden And then I've got this, and I don't like this. And I took the solid polka dot page out. Okay. Sorry about that. I think I've got it the way I want it. Let's take a look and see if I've got the same number of pages in everyone. So I've got a piece page, one of these pages with the pieces in it. 1, 2, 3, 4 regular pages. Okay. I think these each have 2 piece pages. 1, 2. Oh, this one's got 3. Hold up. I thought I was done, but I made a boo-boo. Okay, let's put this here. We'll keep the plaid in the middle. Okay, so a piece page, and 1, 2, 3, 4 regular pages. A piece page, and 1, 2, 3, 4 regular pages. Okay, so first signature, second signature, and then for this one I have this piece page, and 4 regular pages. Okay, we are set. And this is the last signature. Okay. And then I have these, and what I can do with these is make, I can make stuff to go in this journal. I can modify stuff with these cards. I can make full-size pockets or whatever, especially on some of these pages where, like on this page, there's a lot of white here. So like I could tuck in like that and make a pocket. Okay, so this is a new journal idea that I have. Well, it's not a new journal idea. It's kind of a get rid of stuff that you have journal idea. So we are going to move forward with this as a project that I will be going through my ephemera and finding things that will go with some of these kits. I put a lot of stuff in here, so I'm hoping that being able to go through the pre-made ephemera that I don't ever use and find things that'll go in these journals, it'll make it a lot easier for me to use some of this up and clear up some of my stash. So these are going to be semi-eclectic journals that I make with these pages. I think I'm going to get some clips. All right, so basically we're going to do, hopefully, yeah, we're going to do this. All right, so that's one. I mean, I should be able to figure it out every time, but who knows? My brain short circuits every so often. Make sure I have everything going in the right direction. Okay. I'm trying to clip over to the side so that I get all of the parts. And then this one is everything going in the right direction, so... Okay. All right, now, I got my baggie here. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these back in here, and I'm going to put all the ephemera, hopefully, down in the bag to be a part of... I will put all the ephemera in here to store. I feel like we have a little bit of time. I want to I kind of want to look at, all right, where would this go next? So the idea for these, of course, is to just fold this up. Now, my problem is with these ones, this is upside down. So the question would be, do I want to go in here and find something to go on the backs of these pages that doesn't involve this? Or do I want to cut this off and make like something else, like, or flip it around or move it maybe across the middle to make a belly band or like that. So, but I have a huge pile to look through, so it's not going to be easy. But let's see. And then I have all the stuff that I made. This is all the cutoffs and goodies that I made out of well, that's fun. Doesn't cover up the fact that it's all upside down, but it kind of, what do you call it? It kind of, oh, I've got a bunch of these. I forgot about this. Okay, so this pad came with cutoff stuff like this. I forgot all about these. There's one back there. Okay. So it might be fun to stick some of these in here. Other ones will have, oh, here's butterflies. Oh, like this. Okay, so basically what I think we're going to do with this page. So this would be how I would start using my stuff. We're going to take this page and we are going to get some ink and my paddle brush. And we're going to make this very not totally white. Oops. Now remember, this will be getting sewn in, so there'll be something in between here. So these two pockets being very similar to each other isn't going to be like, oh, you've got two of the same pocket right there. It's not going to be like that because I will have pages sewn in here. This has still got browns and stuff in it because you can see the colors mixing. What I like about doing this technique is no two pages end up looking the same. It's kind of like when you're coffee dyeing and the dyes all, look, I love the way that turned out. The dyes all look, what? Every page looks different when you dye it. It's kind of like that, right? So basically we're going to glue these down as pockets. I need to get a dauber because I think I'm going to I think I'm going to try and actually, look, I can. We're going to soften up the color. I like the way this is turning out so far. And of course, I already did up there, so if I get more up there, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to do like that. And then I'm going to glue these pockets down as pockets. Oh, no, I wanted to, let me ink them first. Do I want to do brown? What do I want to get? Look at that. It was right up front. Okay, so this is my pink. And we're going to do the edges. I suppose I don't really need to do the edges where the... I just want to make sure that everything looks... Okay, we'll do this side. I'm doing the edges in the middle because sometimes they peek out even when you've got stuff sewn in there, depending on where you sew it in the book. So if this goes more towards the center, only 1 or 2 pages will get caught in there. So this might peek out, and I just want it to look finished. Okay, so like that. And then we're going to... I think I might keep these square. Just going to border this with the pink. I mean, it reaches into the middle a little bit, but I don't want to go into the center of the card. Maybe the corners a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to ink the edges of this one, but as you can see, it's got the gold foil on it. It's probably not going to hold ink on there. All right, and then we'll put this away so it doesn't dry out. And we're going to put these on here. And I'm going to glue them down just along the bottom. All right, so let's put glue on these. Okay. We'll put glue on this one. I'm so excited. There was a piece of me that forgot about these kits that I made. I think I made them over a year ago. I mean, I still have kids in the house, and well, I have one kid in the house, the rest are adults, but we're still very, busy with each other's lives, I guess, because we live together. So it gets very difficult. I'm not at that stage where, me and my husband retired, living it alone, and I have tons of time on my hands. I wish I did. I mean, I wish I could just be up here all the time, but I know I've said that stuff before, but it's just... Okay, now we're going to put just along the bottom. Now, because I'm only going along the bottom and there's enough card here, I'm not worried about necessarily losing real estate, and I want it to hold. So I'm going to do kind of a wider stripe down along here because I want it to stay. Okay, flatten it out, hopefully, so it's not too... And I'm not necessarily going to center it. Okay, it's just right across the bottom there. Clean that up. Okay. Find my rag. Or not. This is the other reason I need to do this cleaning thing. Can't find anything. That's the other thing with the whole you get people who are retired and you can convert a bedroom because your kids have moved out. Well, when my daughter moved out, my older daughter is the first one to move out, which is funny because I have 2 sons older than her. But she moved out, but her bedroom, one of my boys moved into it because they were sharing a room in the basement. So that didn't turn into a room that I could use as a craft room. Okay. And then we're going to glue this one down. Now, they're at different spots. Remember what I said. There's going to be pages in here. I am gluing them where I'm gluing them because what I don't like the most is the upside down butterflies. They make the upside downness of these pockets obvious to me anyway. So what I'm doing is I'm gluing over the butterflies, which is what the positioning of these pockets is, or why the position of these pockets is what it is. And again, with stuff in here, you're not going to notice that it's, like normally you might put them like this so they're evenly spaced, and yeah, we're not doing that. All right, so let's get glue on the bottom of this one. And all right, guys, I think I'm going to let you go. You have an idea what I'm doing with all my ephemera now. We're going after some eclectic journals to try and get rid of some of this stuff because what I've made is it was what I liked on the project at the time with no orientation to any kind of journal. Oh, shoot. I was afraid of that. Okay. Note for yourselves in the future, if you are using Fabri-Tac or some other form of a solvent glue and you have these foil cards from a cut-apart pack, this will take off the gold or whatever the color the foil is. So just bear that in mind and be careful. Okay, so that's a page for our journal. And I'm loving how that turned out. We can tuck stuff behind here, and then you've got pockets. So that's a page for our journal already set. I will probably end up doing this with all the journal pages. So I'm just going to go ahead and clip these now. I might not be able to. I might have to do these one at a time. And then, yeah, this is going to get put together with this journal, and we're going to make some eclectic crazy journals, guys. I'm kind of excited about this. I've been wanting to go through and do some mismatch, just throw anything you want in there kind of a journal for a while. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. I'm going to try, before I come back to this project with you, because this may leave spring cleaning and go into pick a project. So I may, before I come back to this project with you, I may go through the kits on the other ones and see if I can put ephemera from some of these, get ephemera for some of these other kits, separate them into signatures and do all that, since you've seen what I'm doing with this one, and I'll do the other ones off camera and get them all ready, and then hopefully we will have a dozen journals to make. Guys, I'm really overextending myself considering the amount of time I don't have to do things in a day, and I still have the kitten journals that I'm working on, and yeah, okay, just go ahead. I promised myself I wasn't going to do this one project at a time, and I'm telling you, I get sidetracked and I'm like, oh, I really want to do this. But I feel like with my space being what it is, if I can get this kind of, if I can get my area a little easier to use, that maybe, just maybe, I can focus in on, single projects at a time. I will say this, I have done really good since the big Ollie's hauls and all that at trying to stay out of the craft stores and whatnot. Because I say to myself, oh, I'll just go into Hobby Lobby. And then I'm like, you don't need to go into Hobby Lobby. Stay out of Hobby Lobby. There's no reason for you to go in there. We are on our way to getting stuff used. I'm really excited about this idea and this project. I can't tell you how, I don't know. This just makes me feel like I'm getting things cleaned out. The biggest, hardest thing is I have collected up so much fabric that I am like, I can't get to and I can't use, that I'm kind of excited about trying to get some of that stuff used too. So we might put some fabric in these journals. I might pull out all my bins and try and find some stuff I can do with that. And we're just going to work through everything I've got. And we're going to call these spring cleaning journals. And I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys will stick with me for all these random unfinished projects that I have to fix. And we will talk again soon. God bless and bye-bye.